Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here and welcome back to Let's Play Mashinky. Now where we left off, we were in the process of connecting up a foundry to our network using this iron and coal mine. So we're going to probably get that started here. Let me go ahead and grab my railway. This bad boy right here. Well, I guess I'll do this sort of thing. I'll put it over. You know what? I'll put it over here. That'll be fine. There. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't like that at all. Change my mind. Change my mind. I changed my mind. Can I delete you? We will just put you like this. Am I going to change my mind again? I am. Alright, I'll do this. Whatever. It'll be fine. Okay, we don't need signals here because we're only going to have one train on this for now. It'll be delivering iron and coal to the foundry near Hull, and now there's going to be a second station in here. Ba-doop. This one is going to come out and head over to this toolworks, so that's going to be on the cards. Let's get the time rolling here as we build this out. We'll kind of do a mirror. We'll turn like this. So we want to go through this low patch, up around here, come up into this area, and then land right here in this station. Like so. We're going to come out this way. I want to minimize the amount of up and down that's going on. So we'll sort of slowly build our way across here. I'll speed up time so that I can get some income. I could also borrow money. I'll borrow a little bit of cash. I'll borrow like 800, and that'll probably get us most of the way there. Now I don't want to completely eliminate the ups and downs, but I want to kind of just minimize them. I want to bring them down to an acceptable level. And so I think around here, so I think we're going to want to connect up here. Ooh, that's incorrect. You should be going straight. There we go. We're going to want to connect up around here somewhere. So let's just get this piece of track going well up here. I'll tell you what, we'll get started from this direction. We'll kind of just build out to this point. And so we're going to want to turn around here, so we need to flatten out this area. If you turn there. Okay, so we do want a flattened area here. And that should do the trick right there. Okay, great. I want to make sure this is neat and tidy. There we go. And we will connect them like that. We'll pull this up. And similarly, there's only going to be one train on this track as well for a short period of time. But that'll be okay. And we'll want a depot over here as well at some point. I will. This should be the. There, that'll be fine. We'll just do that. Let's grab our first train. Okay. You're going to get me, I'll repay some of this loan real quick. I think I'm going to use, I'll use the Baldwin because it's a more affordable build here. It's only 20 wood tokens. Now it's going to want to carry coal and thingy, so we want to dedicate, we have 5, we want to dedicate about 2.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that leaves a little bit for coal. Oh, you know what, I'm going to sell one of these. I have to go into the info tab here and I'll sell one of those. Kind of overbought there, and then we'll get some Talbots until we have almost 6 length. 6.1, you can go slightly over. Right, go from station 11 to station 12. Get started. Now you might be saying, this is too much coal. Well, what we can do is we can actually build a coal storage here. And I'm going to build the coal storage to speed up the rate at which this guy builds coal. And I'm also going to get a maintenance shed to further increase the coal generated here. Because I think I do need more coal than I need, I need more coal than I need iron. And we just want to get things moving, right? We're not really super worried about exactly how things are working. We just wanted to get things on the way. And we're going to drop off here, and some iron should start generating, as well as coal tokens, which is quite nice actually. I believe it'll make coal tokens and iron. Okay, so here you can see the iron filling up now. It is using up coal faster than it is using up iron from what I can tell. Right. Now, I need to get a train from here. This will also be using the Baldwin. This one will just be using Ignaz Schutzels and I'm going to wait until I have about 6 length, so 2 more should do it. There we go. This can carry 32 iron. We'll go from station 12 all the way over to station 13. And this should get it picked up pretty quick. I like these trains are quite good because they go quite fast. Okay, we got 19. There's a little bit of surplus iron in here. You'll pull this over. There you go. You should drop off over here, and then we'll start getting these iron tokens, which we can use for other things. And here we go. There it is. Okay, so we should start getting iron tokens now. I do want to check back over here because I believe over... Oh, where is it now? Oh, sorry, right here. This guy, because I'm going to want to... I do want to build a steam sawmill at some point because I can pull wood and coal from this forestry here because this forester also makes coal. And if I can put coal and wood in here, I would get a more efficient conversion of wood to planks. Although we are starting to build up planks here. So it may be worth it to get a second plank train. And you know what? We'll consider that. We'll consider that because that would increase our plank capacity, generation capacity. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to get another plank train. I'll wait until I get more planks though. But actually, you know what? I'm going to work. No. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. I need to make this meet its goal, which is to transport as much of this as possible. Okay, there we go. So we're going to want to make some edits here. It's time to make this into a 2-track thing. Now you might say, well, why didn't you just set it up as a 2-track thing from the start? Well, there was no need to. I just wanted to get it up and running, get a little bit of iron in the bank, and then we'll upgrade. We're going to want a more flat area, like so. We are going to want to extend the width of the station. Go to here and then turn. Connect like that. We want to disconnect these guys and then reconnect like there. We're going to want to do a crossover like so. Now this train is coming along. Which track are you coming along? Okay, you're going along the right hand track, which is the correct one. So we can safely set up our signaling. So that is that. Then you come out this way. Then this one is set up this way. And there we go, that's our signaling. And we're going to want to do the same over here. I'll let this train kind of pass by. Now I do actually need to... I do actually need to add a way for this depot to get over there. Like so. These will be two-way signals. This is your way in, that's your way out. This isn't perfect, it isn't ideal. It would be better if it was spaced a little bit nicer, but it'll do the trick. It'll do the trick of trying to prevent things from getting too messy. It allows trains to come into the station and leave, and this shouldn't cause any major issues. I believe I have it all separated the way it should be. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got nice spacing here. So let's get our second iron train. Now, there's a lot more coal than there is thingy here, so I will build an office here to try and build this. To get this to make more iron here. I'm thinking 3, it looks like it says 3 to 5, but I think you can also upgrade this to where it's like 5 to 7, for example, and then you can also get a blast furnace to bring it up to 8 to 11, which is a much more reasonable conversion ratio. So we'll do that sort of thing, and we'll expand this iron mine. Oh, timber tunnel supports. You're allowed to deliver planks here to turn them into iron. I'll probably build a second head frame in here. Like that. I won't build the timber tunnel supports though. But now we're producing a lot of iron and a lot of coal. Can I extend you anymore? I could get the timber tunnel supports. That's interesting. The idea of delivering timber here to get more of another resource. That's kind of appealing. Maybe for a more advanced game we would do that sort of thing. But we want to get our second train here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Baldwin. This Baldwin will be carrying iron. I would like to be using the advanced carts right now. So that will be 32 of those with a nice capacity of iron as well. Then I'm going to tell you to take the orders of the train 11. And you should land in here and pick up some of these resources. Okay, looks like this is working just fine. And there it is. You should move off now. Of course, there is the... you're stopped at a signal. Why are you stopped at a signal? That's interesting. This is the wrong way around. See? It's always useful to make sure you have have your thing set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just doing our signal spacing here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll do it from this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, misclicked a bunch. The clicking is, it's a little bit, there's a little bit of mouse precision that's required to get it right. But you should be able to leave now. You should be fine. There we go. Alright, looks like the network is working just fine. You are casually delivering here and there. So I now have 2 trains generating iron for me. The question is, will I need another train to deliver? Yeah, it looks like you're too slow now. If I were to use the 284 class, I could maybe manage it. Important thing to note though, when they go around corners, I think their maximum speed is 75, which is interesting. Kind of adds a bit of this management to it. Well, now that we have the two trains delivering the iron, we're going to want, or delivering the raw materials, we're going to want a second train. I think I'll just leave this on a single train for now, though. Because that should take care of this opportunity that was presented to me. I'm just going to leave this infrastructure the way it is. I'm not going to change it too much, although I do need a second plank train. And I'm going to grab a plank train here. And I think I wanted to do this out of the Baldwin. Up to there. Is that too long? No, yeah, that is too long. So I need to go into info. I need to pull you off and I need to sell you. And then I need to give you the same orders as that plank train right there. And I'll get you started. You'll go in there and you should turn around. Happy days. We've got a lot of trains now moving on this network. Alright, so we managed to fulfill this opportunity here. Oh, select an option. Get involved in the supply of iron ingots. Okay, deliver 100 units of iron to any toolworks. We're already working on that over here, so we're ahead of ourselves where we need to be. Let's have a look at the steam age. So I think I definitely want to be generating more wooden planks, so I'm going to see if I can find a good forest location. Well, I suppose, actually, I already have a really well-developed forest over here. And it can be developed further, which is a really interesting thing. It's a fully upgraded forest that has the potential for even further upgrades. I could use this in conjunction with the burner over here to develop more planks. But this is already pretty saturated in terms of trains. If I were to add more trains here, I'd start getting worried about long blockages and stuff like that. So I'm probably not going to mess around with this too much. And I'll just leave it the way it is. I could play around with the toolworks in here. For example, if I put a furniture shop in here, that would increase the amount of planks I'm getting per, or the amount of tokens I'm getting per plank. Right now I'm getting 3 planks for every, I'm getting 1 token for every 3 planks. If I built the furniture shop, I would get, it would be 6 planks for 3 tokens. So it would, I would increase my efficiency here quite a bit. So I'll build the toolworks here. Looks like this town just grew. Interesting. So I'll build some planks. I could also build a heating plant and the farm tools factory. I'm not going to do that here. What I may do is I may do that over here in this foundry that I'm using to increase the efficiency of how I acquire iron. Because this would, right now I'm getting, for every 3 I'm getting 2, whereas this would bring that ratio up to 8 for 5, which is quite a decent deal actually. So yeah, I think I'll throw down the farm tools factory here. Okay, I want to see if I can find another plank mill that's quite in a good spot. Here's one. And it has one of these nearby as well. So I'm going to see if I can get this forest near Glasgow to deliver to this sawmill over here. I have plenty of money to play around with here, which is great. I will repay what little loan I have, just to make sure I'm nice and clear. So I'm going to deliver planks to here. Or I'm going to deliver logs to there, rather. So let's get started. Nice double station. Now, what I'm going to do differently about this one is it's going to be a roll-in, roll-out station. I can kind of start showing you guys these. I want to make a little bit of room. I have the money to burn. Well, burn, but not necessarily burn. But I have enough money to make aggressive terraforming decisions. And so we want to do a roll-in. And then we want to have want to have a bit of space here, because we want to have a signal there and there. So this comes in and then they roll out the same direction. So this is a roll in. So they roll in and roll out rather than a terminal where they come in, the railway terminates, and then they turn around. So that's the difference between a roll in, roll out. So we're going to roll in and roll out of this particular station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to make sure I can fully accommodate my trains in here. So I'll make my blocks 1 signal size bigger than normal, just to make sure I can fit the full train in. Then these guys will merge like so. And then they'll start following the contours of the land. Now this second piece of rail over here has a bit of work to be done. If I can just get you to play nicely with me. Come on, play nicely. There we go. So this is going to be the exit track. And it wants to basically follow a similar contour as the entry track. And so it's essentially doing the exact same thing that I've been doing over here, but with a higher capacity to have trains in waiting, because I can have 2 trains in the station and then 2 trains waiting right here. So that should do the trick. Oh man, ideally I would not have a train waiting right here. This will be fine. This will be fine if I do it. Now I want to head over to this lumber mill, sawmill rather. And we also want a roll in, roll out, but we want to actually do something interesting here. We're going to start playing around with more advanced we're going to start playing around with some more advanced, intersections. So rather than having tracks crossing, so similarly here, we want to have a lot of room for trains to be able to wait. So this is where the signal will go. This is going to be a roll-in sort of thing too. I really should start using the hotkeys. I believe the hotkey is F, E, E, R, F. E, R, F. Okay. So this... what is it? F. Okay, I'm going to try and start using the hotkeys because they seem to be quite useful. Then we want to... screw it up. Screw the hotkeys. And then an extra piece of track. Okay, so that there can be a train in waiting for each station. The loop, always loop from the closest, always loop from the side that's closest to the exit side. Otherwise you'll get into a loop problem where this one loops but this one can't connect to it. Like if I were to do this, this one couldn't connect to it. It's complicated, but it makes sense. Okay, so we're going to want a intersection over here. So we're going to need to actually flatten quite a decent amount of land here. Let's go ahead and just do a little bit of a flatten, because we want these to merge. That's the way in. That's fine the way it is. We want this loop to be done in a particular way. Like that. Like so. So this is the ends. Now I need to connect these 2 stations and the tool workstation. So let me get the tool workstation up as well. It might seem a bit counterintuitive to get all these different stations up first, but it actually makes it quite a bit easier to try and get them to line up when I'm building this super intersection that I'm going to be building here in a moment. Because this entire little mountain here is probably going to have to go bye-bye. Which is going to be pretty expensive. I'll probably have to build this mostly in the next episode, actually. But there's some important notes here. We need this to come up like so. You need to come up to this point. Okay, so you're actually almost there, so a little bit of flattening wouldn't do too much harm. And now you're in line. Okay, great. Now I just need to make sure you can get in line too. Okay, it's a bit of a diagonal mess going on here. How's that? There we go. Okay, so now I have all 3 tracks lined up for an intersection, and now I have to actually just build the intersection. But I will be doing that in the next episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that though, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.